Samurai Shodown is one of SNK's longest running and most celebrated 2D fighting game series, joining the ranks of games like King of Fighters and Fatal Fury. But what kind of fighting game is it, and how does this matter specifically for Samurai Shodown 6? To really understand what Samurai Shodown 6 set out to accomplish, and how it did so, it's worth having a little background on what the series is as a whole. Samurai Shodown is not, strictly speaking, a Street Fighter style game, nor is it an anime fighter, nor is it anime Street Fighter, as some folks like to label any fighting game with unusual characters and system mechanics, but no universal air dashing. Samurai Shodown is very much its own beast, with its own unique pacing, aesthetic, and overall feeling. The word to keep in mind is deliberate. Every action carries with it risk. The match may speed up to a blinding pace in scramble situations, tumble like an avalanche with intense set play and mix-ups, or slow to a crawl in tense neutral situations with both players fishing for a chance to whiff punish for a big reward. You may even get stare downs where nothing is happening for several seconds at a time, with neither opponent wanting to be the first to blink and risk getting counter hit or parried and losing a major chunk of their health bar. Single heavy hits and extremely short combo sequences are capable of significant amounts of damage in Samurai Shodown, but of course carry with them huge risks to complement their huge rewards. Meter is not built through attacking, but instead by taking damage, and taking enough damage will put your character into a rage state, increasing your damage output and giving you access to powerful techniques. However, rage doesn't last long, and an impatient player may find themselves punished for trying to make a comeback before it runs out. Samurai Shodown's characters are flashy and over the top, its combat is theatrical, its mechanics are refined, and its risks and rewards give every decision a weight that's hard to find in nearly any other game. But what makes this series in particular special to me, and why I feel 6 is the ultimate culmination of what Samurai Shodown has to offer, is that every game in the series manages to preserve this feeling while taking wildly unique spins on it mechanically. There's a saying that the first Street Fighter game you pick up seriously is what feels like real Street Fighter to you, and every other entry makes you say, this isn't real Street Fighter.
Hey, you know who lives in this house? A great big phony!
Every Samurai Shodown feels like real Samurai Shodown. While there are entries I like far more than others, and there are entries I don't care for at all, they all feel like the real deal. So what does this mean for Samurai Shodown 6 specifically? Samurai Shodown 6, or Samurai Spirits Tenkaichi Kenkakuden in Japan and on Fightcade, sometimes shortened to Samurai Shodown Tenka or SST, is what's known in fighting games as a dream match game. The story takes place outside the normal canon as an excuse to bring every character possible together into one game, whether they're alive in story or not. This game is the Samurai Shodown equivalent of King of Fighters 98 or Mortal Kombat Trilogy in terms of its roster. Everyone from the first 5 games, including previously unplayable sub-bosses like Yameji and Sankuro, is fully playable, as well as several new additions just for this game. For several characters, this is their only playable appearance. Let's give each of them a quick look, starting with Yameji, a neutral and defense-oriented samurai with incredible reach on their normal attacks and the ability to control major screen real estate with their tricky arching air projectiles. Then there's Sankuro, a loudmouthed, prideful bandit gang leader who can call on his cronies to assist him in battle and play dirty tricks with hidden pistols, bombs, and a health-restoring sushi platter. On to Andrew, an anime version of Andrew Jackson. Yes! That Andrew Jackson! In Samurai Shodown 6, he boasts a flexible playstyle with incredible reach, strong zoning in mix-up games, and the ability to rush in quickly from huge distances. Orochimaru, a mechanical puppet master boasting an enormous moveset, with a Rekka series branching off into multiple paths and enders. Lastly, there's Sugoroko, a jolly fireworks technician who wants to finish the match with a bang by fighting with an enormous fireworks cannon. When it comes to these characters, Samurai Shodown 6 is the only game you can play as them, and the console version of SamSho 6 would take things even further by turning a bunch of side characters and animal companions into their own individual fighters. But the roster isn't the only place this game goes all out. Samurai Shodown 6 has the Spirit system. The Spirits are Samurai Shodown's takes on the Groove, Ism, and Addition systems found in games like Capcom vs SNK 2, Hyper Street Fighter 2, and Street Fighter Alpha 3. Each Spirit offers unique mechanics based on a prior Samurai Shodown game. The most simple and straightforward Spirit choice, trading away advanced movement, defensive, and metered options in exchange for incredible damage. One spirit's unique mechanic is the Hyper Slash, a heavy swing that can absorb one hit and deliver massive damage. The first of two spirits that offers hops, ducks, and rolls as unique movement and defensive options. Two spirits' unique mechanics are Weapon Destruction, Secret Move, and Toy Transformation. Ordinarily, landing your weapon flip technique, or WFT, will disarm your opponent and knock their weapon away. But two spirits' weapon flip technique will temporarily destroy your opponent's weapon, forcing them to fight unarmed until the background judge tosses a new one on screen. Along with that, two spirit allows you to use your character's secret move, a powerful super attack, once per match at no cost. Two spirit also offers a unique taunt in Toy Transformation, temporarily turning your character into an adorable chibi version of themselves that can avoid some higher attacks. The first of two spirits that offers Sidestep and Sway as defensive mechanics. Three spirits' unique mechanics are Air Parry, which allows you to defend yourself while jumping, and Rage Charge, allowing you to manually charge your rage meter when you have the space to do so safely. The second spirit with Sidestep and Sway. Four spirits' unique mechanics are Continuous Slash, Rage Explosion, and Isen. Continuous Slash gives each character access to a series of universal target combos that can be started from a unique starter. These target combos provide different benefits depending on the character and the route chosen. Some are cancelable into specials or weapon flip techniques, some build rage meter, and others provide knockdowns at various distances. Rage Explosion is a single-use burst that can be used to escape combos or pressure, instantly putting your character into rage and temporarily freezing the timer. During Rage Explosion, Force Spirit allows you to use Isen, a fast rushing attack that can deal major damage. Rage Explosion comes at a heavy price, however. Using it disables your rage meter for the remainder of the match. 5 Spirit is the second spirit to offer rolls, hops, and ducks. 5 Spirit's unique mechanics are Meditation, State of Nothingness, Rage Explosion, and Isen. Meditation allows your character to spend their rage meter to charge a blue portion of their health bar, fueling the comeback mechanic, State of Nothingness. When your character has lost at least one round and has taken enough damage that the remainder of their health bar has reached the blue portion, you can activate State of Nothingness, slowing time for your opponent and allowing for unique, high-damaging combo routes. Isen is also available to use during State of Nothingness. 5 Spirit also allows you to use Rage Explosion, but Isen can't be used during Rage Explosion here like in 4 Spirit. 6 Spirit offers mechanics not found in any other Samurai Shodown game. 6 Spirit's unique mechanics are Hyper Guard, Mikiri Dodge, and Secret Move. 6 Spirit also reworks the Rage Meter, making it act more like a traditional 2D fighter. Rage Meter is built through attacking and doesn't drain on its own, but will also empty once your weapon flip technique is used. Hyper Guard is a push block that can be used at the cost of 25% of your Rage Meter. Mikiri Dodge is a unique parry that has your character performing a short backstep, hop, or duck that leaves behind a trail of after images. If your opponent strikes the after images but not your character, the green portion of your health bar increases. Once you've taken enough damage to reach the green portion, you'll have unlimited access to your character's secret move. This all sounds like a lot, and it is. But the beauty of the Spirit system is in this excess. You can scale the game's complexity to the level you feel comfortable with. Each spirit is viable with the right character choice, and every character is viable with the right spirit choice. Want to keep things as simple as possible? Choose one spirit and pair it with a high damage brawler like Zonkuro or Seeger. Used to the streamlined feel of Samurai Shodown 2019, 4 spirits' meter and defensive options are extremely similar. Want to flex your mastery of subsystems? 5 spirit lets you do just that. Frustrated with running out of rage too quickly? Sit on it all day with 6 spirit. But it's not just the spirits that give Samurai Shodown 6 its variety. Every playstyle is represented in this enormous roster. Wanna grapple? Gaira's your man. Are you a fanatic for rushing down and going wild? Try Kazuki or Rera. Like to zone your opponents to death? Give Iroha, Mina, or Mizuki a shot. Wanna go mad with Mix? Try Hanzo. Looking for a set play fiend? Check out Sogetsu or Galford. Wanna dominate neutral with enormous buttons? Gao, Charlotte, Zonkuro, and many others are right there with you. Like setting traps around the stage and guiding your opponents into them? Sankuro, Rimururu, and Nicotine are here to help. And that's barely scratching the surface. Samurai Shodown 6 has a whopping 41 characters. Combine that with 6 spirits and you'll have a hard time running out of things to try. For those of you used to Samurai Shodown's cast, there's a lot of new things to discover. Every character gets some kind of new toy to play with. Ever thought of trying Yukio with Mistfiners? How about Gao with a command grab? Amakusa with close and long range stances? Galford with branching follow-ups to Poppy's commands? Charlotte with set play? It's all possible here. Samurai Shodown 6 does have an established tier list, but no meta is settled forever. Shizumaru, Kazuki, Amakusa, and Iroha are generally considered the top 4 characters, while Jubei and Kuroshigedo are normally put at the bottom. But don't let that discourage you from playing any of them. Samurai Shodown 6's system mechanics are strong enough that any character can be a major threat provided you can read your opponent. This is a game that rewards your patience and your skill at the mental game, regardless of your character and spirit choice. While some combinations work better than others, anything can be made viable. Samurai Shodown 6's aesthetic is a touch different than your typical Samurai Shodown game. It is a dream match after all. You won't find blood or gore in this entry. Everyone's here for a big party. Even the stages lean into the festive vibe. You'll see parades, fireworks, even a Halloween-themed stage. Samurai Shodown 6 is playable on Fightcade with Rollback netcode, but to find it, you'll need to search it under its Japanese name, Samurai Spirits Tenkaichi Kenkakuren. The game's community is organized through the Samurai Friends Discord, and there are currently 2 recurring monthly tournaments for the game, Slamurai Jamdown, run through said Discord, and Super Slash Brothers, run through Alex Alchemy's Discord. The game's wiki can be found on Dream Cancel, all of which will be linked in the description. Samurai Shodown 6 didn't have the greatest release. It started out as a Japanese exclusive on the PS2, and when it finally did come to the rest of the world in 2009, it only saw release on the Wii, PSP, and PS2. It landed on the PS4 in the mid-2010s, lacking online play. But thanks to Fightcade, this mishandled piece of Samurai Shodown's history now has a growing community that's exploring its depths like never before. If any of this seems interesting to you, give it a try, it's gonna be worth it.